delete the pictures, delete the number, accept the lesson, and move on.
This is an easy one. You text them, you say you're sorry, you say you feel ashamed, you say they deserved much more respect than you gave them, and you'd politely like another chance.
Nope, just block them, guys.
If someone ghosts you on Hinge, something petty you can do is go to the We Met option and then say they are not the type of person you would like to see again. This will tank them in the rankings because it lets Hinge know that they don't present well in person.
Can you see how beta he is just by the way he talks?
What can you say after someone ghosted you? Abso-fucking-lutely nothing.
Did y'all know that being ignored creates the same chemical reaction in the brain as being physically hit?
Nobody cares. Look at me. Nobody.
Cry me a river, baby,
Do you want to know what's absolutely wild to me? Those people that slide into your DMs first are the ones that ghost you or end up hurting you the most. Why? Like, you could have left me alone.
Why do men like to ghost? Ghosting. Literally, it gives me the freaking ick. You would think that a grown person by now would have learned that communication is key. And I keep saying this in every other video. Why is it so hard to communicate? I do not.
Because I wasted enough time on you on dates and I saw the red flags. I'm not going to waste more time on you texting, explaining why I want to ghost you. No, I just block you.
Get it. When I don't think something's gonna go somewhere, I usually will let the other person know.
By the way, guys, she also featured in a previous video of mine saying this.
I have two issues. I either find the nice ones that are really, really nice, but they're boring and there's no connection or whatever. And then I find the ones that I'm attracted to and I like, they're okay for a week, and then their true colors come out.
So guys, she doesn't like nice guys because they are boring. But then she complains about ghosting because men ghost her. Of course, man, because you are after the bad boys, the guys that have a lot of options, the guys that don't care. So of course you get ghosted.
3 reasons why you shouldn't ghost someone. It's hurtful. Ghosting is the ultimate use of silent treatment and often leaves the other person feeling used, disrespected, and disposable, which is why it's often viewed as a form of emotional abuse by mental health professionals.
A person who ghosts is somebody who emotionally is compromised. They're basically underdeveloped emotionally, and they're exercising a form of emotional abuse. And
that's why I say that the West is too soft because of people like him, because of psychologists. We have to walk on eggshells and we have to watch about everybody's feelings, how they feel. You all know the problems in the USA right now with the LGBTQ community. We have to use certain pronouns, we can talk about this, we can say that. This is the problem. Because of men like him, because of psychologists, we have to now watch about everybody's feelings. No. If you go on a date with somebody and you see the red flags and you see she's a feminist, just block her. It's not worth your time. Just think about it. How much time would I have to make to explain to a woman the entire red pill? To explain to her why I see this is wrong, or why what she did is wrong, or why is that a red flag? I'm not wasting my time. Do you have so much time on your hands that you can do this? I don't. I really don't. I don't care. Nobody cares.
I know that sounds really harsh, but think of what a ghoster does. You're in communication, you're building relationship, and boom, they sever it. It's a massive, out of nowhere, no explanation.
I got ghosted a lot of times. A lot. Nobody cares. Get over it. Stop being so soft. That's why you have so many problems in the West, because people are too soft. Oh, but my emotions, my emotions. Nobody cares. Nobody.
Abandonment. That's abusive.
What's your opinion on ghosting?
I'm pro ghost. Do the ghost. I don't need a paragraph about why you don't like me
Finally, finally, a woman that doesn't care.
after one date. Just pretend you didn't see the last message. I swear to God, I hate that we've normalized. You have to explain to me what.
Yes, cater to my feelings because I feel a certain way. I can't control my emotions. I don't care. Nobody cares.
You don't like about me. It's not normal.
Just rip apart my entire existence? I just wanted to get a taco, okay?
If it's been less than like 2-3 dates, that is so insulting to know that he didn't like you after so little time.
So it's about feelings anyway. So she doesn't want to know why you didn't like. Why do people care so much? I don't get it. Why? If that person ghosts you, that means she or he doesn't like you. It's so simple. What's the point? I see comments from you guys that, oh, you should just tell her you don't like her and then ghost her. It's the same thing. She will react the same way. She will be emotional. I don't want to deal with that because I don't care about your emotions. Nobody cares. Deal with it. You're a man. Just deal with it. And if you're a woman, of course, you're more emotional. You can't deal with it. But if you're a man, just deal with it.
I think it's fine if it's like not a long time. Do you know what I mean? Because if someone ghosts you, you're like, okay, they're not worth it. If you ghost someone after like a year or you ghost your kid, that's pretty shit.
I've never promoted being in a relationship with somebody for a few months or a year and then just ghost them. I never did that, and I don't want anybody to do that. I'm saying in the beginning, when you talk for a few days or you go on a few dates and you see red flags, or she doesn't look like in her pictures or whatever, just ghost her. It's not worth your time. And I don't care if you call me a coward. I'm not a coward. I'm just logical. I'm not going to waste my time on you. If you care about her emotions, that makes you also emotional. I'm not. I don't care. That's why I can do videos like this. I see a lot of comments from you guys. How can you keep your sanity while doing so many videos like this? Because I'm a man. I don't care. I really don't. I don't. I just go about my day. I make these videos and I don't think about them anymore. It's so simple. That's why I can do this. You're too emotional. Stop being so emotional. You're a man. Just get over it.
People are out here complaining, oh, he ghosted me after 2 dates. It's like some people's fathers just left and never called them again. Calm down.
Not even a happy birthday card.
Also, people only like the guy after they ghost. It's like you have an attachment issue. You're like, oh, the date was fine. And then he hasn't called you for a week and you're like, he's the love of my life.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, go to therapy.
I'll do it all the time, all right? Because I don't like confrontation, but don't do it to me. That's rude. It happened to me one time, and I thought he actually died. I was like, he must be dead, because why would you ghost me? Like, you're boring.
Why would you ghost me? I'm a princess. How could you ghost me? I'm perfect.
Look, I was the personality. I reactivated my Facebook page to see if this man was alive. I was like, oh, maybe people will be posting, like, sad things about him. And I was so upset that he wasn't dead.
You posted, you're like, rest in
I'm like,
peace.
he must be dead. He used to ride bikes, and I remember I got sitting.
She was so upset that he wasn't dead.
It's a notification that someone died on a bike, and I was like, oh, clearly, it's him. It's not Oscar, it's this guy, he's dead.
I went on 2 dates with a guy, haven't heard from him in a week. Honestly, I haven't even thought about him. Until I get this text. And it's just so awkward. I had a really great time meeting you, but I don't think we should go on another date. We haven't talked in a week. I think I got it. But I'm also feeling so rejected by this for some reason.
What did I tell you? Just because you say I don't want to go on another date or I don't like you, she won't take it good. To her, it's the same thing as ghosting. She will be emotional. Why don't you get it? I don't understand how people are so stupid. She doesn't like you. He doesn't like you. Move on with your life. Your life doesn't end because somebody doesn't like you.
I would have rather him just ghost me, honestly.
Have you ever ghosted somebody, or have you ever been ghosted?
Both.
So, which is the worst part of the spectrum to be on?
Getting ghosted. I love ghosting.
No, I don't care. Ghost me. So what? That just shows me that you don't like me. Okay, on to the next. It's just a numbers games, guys. We're not in the 1850s. We're not all chivalrous men because they are no longer traditional women. They don't care about you. So why would you care about them? I don't get it.
Ghosting people. It's like my hobby. It's so fun.
So you ghost after the first date? Like, do you need like no?
She doesn't care. It's so fun for her. So why do you care? Why? You're just too weak, too soft.
Boo or poppy steak before you ghost, or it could just be over anything?
Over anything. If you give me the egg, that's it.
That's it? There's no coming back?
No.
Oh, man.
Can you explain why you've ghosted?
I don't owe you anything. I don't have to explain myself. You're not my boyfriend. There's no obligation. You're not my friend. You don't want to have an awkward conversation where you're like, bro, I don't like you. And then you're like, why? If I got what I needed from you, no response is a response. By me ghosting you, I'm basically telling you how I felt about you.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a conversation because I've explained everything. So what if somebody ghosts you? You can like find 5 shorties to replace her. Like you standing out here, you can give your number to like 50 women. It's all
I can give my number to you.
Huh?
Have you ever been ghosted or ghosted someone before?
Yes to both.
Do you think it's better to just be honest and tell them why you're not interested, or to just hope they get the point?
Honestly, it depends, but I think it is better, like overall, to tell somebody if you can. But sometimes you just can't. I don't want to hurt someone.
How can I explain the red pill to somebody in a text to make them understand why I don't want to see them anymore? Because I don't like that or that or that. I don't care.
One's feelings, so you're kind of put between a rock and a hard place. I don't want to hurt your feelings and tell you that like something about you I don't like, but you can't change it.
Stop being confused. If somebody ghosts you, it's a language. They're telling you that they're not mature enough to be able to give you the respect to end the relationship the way it should end. Don't wait there hoping that they're going to call you back. They are telling you, stop praying for the dead and move on. And that's truly what you need to be able to do. Don't become a corpse waiting for somebody that has ghosted you to call you back.
What is this analogy with corpses and dead people? I don't get it.
It's over.
Describe your ex in 3 words.
Scumbag. Asshole, little and crooked.
Why'd y'all break up?
He cheated on me with like 8 other people. After he took my virginity, he ghosted me.
Have you ever been ghosted or ghosted before?
I have ghosted and been ghosted.
What made you ghost?
She was out of shape.
Do you think that you could find your wife on a dating app?
No.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because anytime I try to set something up with a girl, they just ghost me, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, do not bother dating in 2022 if you are not going to go in with the expectation that you are going to get ghosted, flaked on, and be heavily disappointed. I'm not saying that to deter you from dating. I'm saying that to encourage you to continue, because a lot of you guys are sitting here bitching and complaining how dating is so difficult nowadays, when really dating hasn't changed. How we date, sure, maybe has changed, but dating itself has always been a goddamn gamble. Just because you are shooting your shot doesn't mean you are expected to score each and every time. The more you shoot, the higher the chances of you scoring.
Yes, but women are always, what about my feelings? My feelings. Nobody cares. Nobody.
Your partner really is.
Here's why she ghosted you, part 2. Did you know that a man that knows what he wants is so hot?
True.
And so when a man is asking a woman too many questions, the subcommunication comes across that he doesn't know what he wants. Instead, state statements like this.
Yes, but many women in the West say, oh, but he didn't ask me anything. I just talked the whole date. So some want a leader and some want a man to be interested in them, to ask questions. So it depends. It's not a one-sided argument.
I want to take you on a date. Thursday, 8 o'clock. Join me. No questions, statements. Try it out and see how it goes.
It worked fine for me, guys. I did that and it worked good. But of course, in the West now, women, because they're very feminists, Many of them won't like that, so be careful if you're trying to do that. Because some will maybe say it's emotional abuse or whatever.
Follow for more.
I think 90% of the frustrations of dating would be fixed if we all did this one thing. When you feel yourself losing interest in someone, be kind to them and be upfront. When you suddenly switch your energy and start breadcrumbing or just
Please stop with the energy and vibe. There is no energy. You perceive that guy's mood by his gestures, by the way he talks, by everything, and you perceive that as energy or vibe. That's all.
just ghost overall, that's not helping that person. That is actually way more hurtful than if you had just sent a text saying, hey, I've been thinking about it. I don't think this is going to work out, but I wish you the best of luck. It also sucks for the person who's being breadcrumbed or being ghosted to have to reach out to you to ask you, hey, I've noticed an energy
That means that that person is just stupid. If somebody ghosts you and doesn't answer for a few days, just take the hint and move on.
shift. Are you still into this or not? I know by that point, I usually have my anxiety completely up the wall. And it also feels like I'm having to beg for your attention when actually I just want some communication and answers, whatever the answer actually is.
Do you want to know why people ghost you? Let's talk about it. But first, let's talk about why a person ghosts and what kind of person they are. So, a
Misogynist, immature, weak men. That's what they all say.
person who ghosts other people has an avoidant attachment style. They have the father wound, meaning they have daddy issues. Growing up, their needs weren't met and they weren't able to safely express their emotions. So they learned how to shut down and not get what they need from other people.
Yes, ma'am, that's just called being a man. Men aren't so emotional. If I go on a date with you and I see red flags, it doesn't bring up any emotions, besides the fact that I want to run away. You understand? There is no emotion involved. I just want to block you and forget about you. That's all. There is no emotions. There is no attachment. There is nothing. Why do people don't understand this? I don't get it.
People. So intimacy, being vulnerable and to share their feelings is something that's very foreign and not comfortable because they're afraid if they get too close to you.
Yes, ma'am. Men can get attached and love the right woman. But if we see you are the wrong woman, we don't need to get attached. We don't need to get emotional. We don't need anything. We just need to block you.
They'll get hurt and they don't want that to happen again. So you, on the other hand, have an anxious attachment style. You have the mother wound, mommy issues. You, on the other hand, you walked on eggshells growing up and you always made sure that other people's needs were met first. So you're looking for love. You're looking for something outside of you to complete you. You're looking for that missing piece that you didn't get in childhood. This is why you attract this type. You gotta heal to break it.
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. And I really do hope you learned something from this video.